welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champions and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They're ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
Love to throw to get started. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Pass's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Dragons. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Dragons move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Reed. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. On play action, Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll go play action with Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Dragons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Can't fault the effort. He got hit for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read, and he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what
tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So we've played a... Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Dragons offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always...
Trying to avoid tackles there, but the ball is out. The Packers have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. 2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says 1st down. Dobbs headed in motion. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jacobs. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. Now Love. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. In motion, it's Jefferson. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. Back to throw, Stroud. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They hand it to Gibbs. Oh, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Stroud. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? In trouble, and down he goes. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. That one is good. And the Dragons will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Love to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Dragons offense going to take over just before the half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Dragons. The extra point, up and good. And the Dragons make the lead 4. It is 17-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work forward for a couple. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. So, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Dragons. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And this connection is just a thing of beauty. And sometimes you get so caught up in these timing routes and clear outs and rubs and all that sort of stuff, Mike. But really what happens so much in this league is just good old-fashioned pass game. Throw it up, run under it, and that connection is really what we saw here.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. A tight end in motion now. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Dragons. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Throwing on second down, Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On play action, Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Here's Jacobs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. He's got his big tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They bring a tight end in motion left. So, one. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. You have a tight end motioning left here. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. And finally, they bring him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The Dragons getting their punt team out here as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they're going to get him down right at the 25. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Love. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. In motion, Reed. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
This team's offense ready to get back at it. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Up the sideline to the 40. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got that complete to Knox. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On play action, Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On first down, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Here's a 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. That complete to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Love. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Pass's kick is good. And the Packers will cut the deficit to 7. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
A pickup there of 13, and that will be a 1st down.
When this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long, the holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. So now a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. They are your Super Bowl 61 champion. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.